Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, for this episode, I will be sharing with you guys additional information regarding the 168 circuit flight. This is a follow-up to my previously uploaded video on how to do it. But before that, please do subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Thank you! Many are wondering, isn't the 168-hour circuit flight the same as flying 24 hours daily for 7 weeks? Well, technically speaking, they are similar. However, the latter has some limitations. So what is the difference between the two? And what is the advantage of using a 168-hour circuit flight strategy? This is what I'm going to discuss with you in this video. When I'm new to this game, I'm also fond of scheduling a perfect 24 hours flight a day and copying it for the rest of the week. It is either a single route that has 24 hours of flight time, or a combination of 2-3 routes that has a total flight time of 24 hours. As already mentioned in my previous videos, you need to fill in a total of 24 hours in order to maximize the schedule of the aircraft, or, in short, 100%. But please do note that the flight time of a route varies depending on the type of aircraft, so you should be careful with that. The strategy is good, but I am missing something. Since I'm only focusing on routes that will have a total of 24 hours a day, I kind of forgot or ignored those routes that are beyond the 24 hours flight time. Of course, you can have these long-haul routes if you are flying a bigger aircraft, wherein, in my case, I usually use the Airbus A380. Not to mention also those routes that have 22 to 23 hours of flight time. And then I came across an article explaining the 168-hour circuit flight. That's when I tried using it. You can watch it in my previous video on how to do the strategy. The great advantage of using the 168-hour circuit flight strategy against the usual 24/7 flight is just simple. To maximize all the routes available regardless of the flight time. So, let's jump into it. Let me buy first a route in one of my hubs. I will choose it from a country in Africa as I expected it to have more demand, especially in economy based on my previous data. I just need to check whether the route is compatible with my available aircraft, which is the Airbus A380. Perfect! This is what I'm talking about. Now that we have the route, let me share with you the idea of how the demand works and why it is vital in the 168-hour circuit flight strategy. This is the information of the route that I have purchased, including the flight time. The figures of the remaining demand that you can see is the same in each day. Now, if I schedule the flight from 12 midnight in Monday, you can see that the remaining demand changes. And the demand for Tuesday remains the same even if the flight also covers that day. If I move the schedule to other time, there will be no changes, even if you start the flight 15 minutes before 12 midnight of the Tuesday. So, the idea is, the demand of each day will only be affected if the start of the flight falls on that day regardless of when it will end. Even if the flight covers the whole 24 hours of a day, for example a 30 hours flight, as long as the start of the flight is on the previous day, the demand of that day will not be affected. I hope that is clear now. Now that we are done with the routes, let's proceed with the aircraft to be used. In order for the 168-hour circuit flight to be effective, you must need to have 7 aircraft. These aircraft should be of the same model, as well as the set configuration. This will ensure that the remaining demand will be the same throughout the week. And also, it is much simpler to track your remaining demand for each route. Let me show you some of my schedules. I forgot to mention why it must be 7 aircraft. The reason is each aircraft represent each day of the week. This is the first of the 7 aircraft that I scheduled. As you can see, the route DLA starts on Monday. It includes a total of 8 routes for a total of 168 hours flight time. I have already shown in my previous videos how to schedule easily a 168-hour circuit flight by copying it to the remaining 6 aircraft. And this is the second aircraft, which represents Tuesday. If you have properly copied the schedule, then the first route in Monday should be now and assigned on Tuesday. Isn't it amazing? You can schedule as many routes as you want for a total of 7 aircraft. You can even have it around 10 routes depending on you, as long as the total flight time is 168 hours to maximize the schedule. I will show you what I meant. So far, I have already tried 10 routes, but with a twist. Let me just find it. Here you go. I managed to combine 10 routes on this one. You can see that there are 2 routes that was scheduled twice. You can also do this as long as the demand of that route can cover 2 flights. Meaning, it can cater back-to-back round-trip flights on that day. Please be aware of that to avoid negative demand. For example, let us look at this HGH route. I scheduled it in Tuesday and also in Sunday. Again, you can only do this if it has a demand that can cover 2 flights a day. To be specific, it has more than 5,000 economy demand that can cater to a 380 flight with a capacity of 1,700 for each trip. If the route does not have enough demand and you schedule it twice in a 168-hour flight, even if it is on the other day, it will result to a negative demand once you have copied the whole schedule on the remaining aircraft. That's all. Thank you. I hope this will help you to understand better the great advantage of the 168-hour circuit flight. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you all in my next update. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.